moment. Having these couple days with Christian and Angelina were a great time for me and brought me back to the heyday of my time in Survivor. This is a very exclusive invite, and I feel lucky to have gotten it. Sorry I gotta leave early, but them's the breaks.
A sunny morning, and we'll heat those temperatures up to the mid-80s for most of us, and then tracking some scattered showers and isolated rumbles for the evening. All those details are next.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, we'll have some of the key takeaways from Dr. Anthony Fauci's hearing on Capitol Hill today. Plus, Michigan lawmakers are once again trying to pass a package of bills that previously failed to get the governor's signature. And more details on the Delta area transportation millage that will be put in front of voters next week. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
And welcome in. A first look at your forecast. We are going to see those high temperatures pushing into the mid-80s for most of us for tomorrow. And I say pushing because it will be a push of that warmth. And then as we get to the weekend, things will cool down just with this rain that we're tracking. So we'll have lots of sunshine to start things off in the morning. And then we will be tracking some scattered showers and thunderstorms for your Thursday evening. Going to be widely scattered, not a washout by any means. We'll have more details on that. Your look at Friday and the weekend in just a few minutes.
Kelly, thank you very much. A major hearing this morning on Capitol Hill over the origins of the COVID-19 pandemic and the country's response. Dr. Anthony Fauci, the nation's top infectious disease specialist during the pandemic, was subpoenaed by lawmakers to show for the hearing. WZMQ 19 News Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon has highlights and reaction.
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution.
The scientist in charge of the federal government's response to the COVID-19 pandemic invoked his Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination more than 100 times during a contentious Senate hearing Wednesday. During opening remarks, the 85-year-old said he consistently shared information with lawmakers throughout his tenure.
Well over 200 times over those 38 years.
Including during the pandemic.
During and after the COVID pandemic, I have appeared multiple times for hearings and sat for several days-long transcribed sworn interviews, answering questions about the very issues that are now the subject of this hearing.
The hearing was a showdown between Fauci and one of his top critics, Senator Rand Paul.
Obsession with calling for my prosecution.
I heard very few questions today that I would say were unhinged or politically motivated. All of these were scientific questions.
Most Democrats calling it political theater.
This hearing appears to be a culmination of months of biased and selected efforts by the majority under the guise of a committee investigation.
There weren't really any surprises. He's going to, of course, go with the fifth, and then there would be a lot of theater.
Chairman Rand Paul telling reporters after the hearing that the committee will vote next week on a resolution to hold Dr. Fauci in contempt of Congress.
If the vote is affirmative with consent of the Department of Justice, they will have to make a decision whether to pursue.
When asked today if the DOJ should get involved and re-examine Fauci's pardon, President Trump said that he respects the pardon. Reporting in Washington, Brendan Scanlon, WZMQ 19 News.
Michigan Democrats are reintroducing 9 bills that were tied up in a lengthy court battle before being vetoed by Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Lawmakers say the package would lower health care costs for some public workers and make other changes they believe would help working families. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy explains why they're trying again.
Michigan Democrats are giving a second life to 9 bills that passed the legislature last year, but never became law after they were held up in a lengthy court fight before eventually being vetoed by Governor Gretchen Whitmer.
Well, we were met with illegal political gamesmanship and obstacle after obstacle trying to get this legislation across the finish line the first time around. We have not given up this fight, and we are not backing down.
Now they're reintroducing the package and hoping to get it back to the governor's desk. The package covers several issues, including bills that would give corrections officers pensions and lower health insurance costs for teachers, police officers, firefighters, and other public employees.
It's about making sure that teachers can stay in the classroom, firefighters and police officers can continue to protect our neighborhoods, and every public servant can afford health care that they have earned and that they deserve.
Labor groups joined Democrats to support the package, saying the health care changes would put more money back into workers' pockets. House Republicans have defended their handling of the original legislation, pointing to past leadership failing to meet responsibilities, while Governor Whitmer said her veto was based on legal and budget concerns.
For too long, healthcare costs have outpaced wages, putting the greatest burden on those who have devoted their lives to serving and caring for their communities. Life dedicated to the service of others should not mean a life of sacrificing affording basic needs like health care.
The bills must now pass both the House and Senate again before they can return to the governor for her consideration. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
An Alger County homeowner is sharing how a statewide energy rebate program helped provide her with affordable and efficient home improvements. The Michigan Home Energy Rebate Program runs through the Department of Environment, Great Lakes and Energy, providing federal funds to low to medium income households for upgrades to heating and cooling systems, electrical equipment, and appliances. Since its launch in the spring of 2025, the program has approved 400 homeowners in the Upper Peninsula, including Emily Molnar of Autrain.
The impacts are incredible. There are a lot of residents that may be struggling and needing this assistance, especially with our very cold winters. So not only does this provide another heating solution for me, but it also provides air conditioning, which I did not have before.
The program holds a projection of assisting roughly 15,000 homes in the state. We'll have more information on our website, WZMQ19.com. The future of public transportation in Delta County will be decided by voters next Tuesday. Our Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons spoke with the Delta Area Transit Authority to learn more about its ballot proposal and to address some of the concerns voters are sharing online.
Right now, the Delta Area Transit Authority, or DATA, is funded by individual millages in Gladstone, Escanaba, and 7 townships, which all expire this year or next year. DATA's ballot proposal seeks to replace those millages with a countywide rate of 0.689 mills for the next 8 years.
Why is a millage needed? It is in all transit systems in Michigan. Either they have a millage or they have an appropriation from their city or county, including the 3 counties that surround us, Schoolcraft, Alger, and Marquette. We're required to come up with 50% of our funds locally, and that local match is used to unlock state and federal funding.
DATA's demand response service is currently only available in the cities and townships that fund it. According to the executive director, this millage would change that.
There are 7 townships that don't have service. This passes, there will be service in all 14 townships in the 2 cities.
It would also mean weekday morning rides would start an hour earlier.
That was really needed so we can get people to dialysis, work, school.
And the authority would be able to add Saturday service from 7 a.m. to 2 a.m. and Friday night service until 2 a.m.
That would allow us to cover events, get people to work, and it's safe rides home for people that are out recreating or having a good time.
A primary concern among voters for any millage is how much will this cost?
A $200,000 home in Delta County with a $100,000 taxable value, you're looking at $68 a year.
Another issue some voters have voiced involves the last sentence of the proposal, which states the millage may be subject to capture by Escanaba and Gladstone's downtown development authorities.
All the millages have a capture in them, so all their current ones do. The veterans and the 911 and the landfill. The capture is a very, very small portion of the millage. It only comes from the DDA districts. So if you live in Cornell, it's not going to capture part of your millage.
For voters who live in a DDA district that already supports DATA, the capture would be nothing new.
Currently, Escanaba gets about $5,000 a year from our operating millage, and Gladstone gets about $10,000.
Some voters say if they don't utilize DATA, they shouldn't pay for it. However, the executive director says it's a vital service that anyone could need.
1 in 4 people have a disability in their lifetime. I don't think most of us think about that. The other thing that we don't think about is the average senior outlives their driving by 7 to 10 years. You could break your foot and you're not able to drive for several months. It doesn't matter how much money you make or if you own 6 cars. At some point in time, everybody knows somebody that will need public transportation.
Reporting in Escanaba, Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News.
Kelly Rowland has your first warning weather forecast after the break. Plus, we'll chat with another vendor from tonight's Wednesday night farmers market in downtown Marquette. And WZMQ's Mike Ludlam gives us an inside look at the Green Bay Packers training camp today. We'll be right back.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
Live outside Marquette County? Recycle 906 is worth the drive. We accept cans, cardboard, plastics, and more. Bring it in. Keep the Upper Peninsula clean. See what we accept at recycle906.com.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
Michigan roads are shared by two separate yet equally important groups, bicyclists and motorists. These are some of the laws that govern them. Bicyclists must use hand signals when turning or stopping. And motorists must yield to bicyclists just as they would cars. Remember, we're on this road together.
I just never had two better friends. Thank you for being a friend. Thank you. That's what friendship's all about.
MeTV thanks you for being our friend.
I would like to thank you all. You're a pal and a confidant.
And meet our newest friends, the Golden Girls.
I'd like you to meet my friends. I want you to meet my friends.
I'd like you to meet my best friends.
Weeknights on MeTV 19.1.
I'm really lucky to have friends like you. Thank you for being a friend.
A world at your fingertips gives you the advantage. Scan this right now. Weather, local news, community events, amazing video. It's cool. It's all yours. It's free. And it's on demand. Do it. Download the app from 19 News. Now you know. Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons on WZMQ 19 News. Now, from the 19 News Forecast Center, this is WZMQ 19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
And welcome back. We definitely had some warmer temperatures for most of us across the Upper Peninsula, and even here in Marquette reached 85 degrees. That average is 76. And this is kind of that time of the year where it is the warmest, so we're not going to get those averages too much warmer. So anytime we can be on the warmer than average side of things, you make sure to take advantage of it. The warmth and the rain-free conditions don't happen very consistently in the summertime, just especially with all those components being close to the lake. You know the drill. So the rain chances over the next 48 hours are going to be low, at least for most of the day on your Thursday, but we will be seeing a system move in Thursday evening, and then a better chance for rain also on Friday. It does taper off though for the weekend, so I guess if we could pick the weather, if that was possible, it is trending drier for the weekend. We'll get most of this rain out of the way before the end of the week. But this is the last few days of July where we'll have the last little bit of precipitation to gather for the month, and it is going to be around that late afternoon, early evening time frame where we have a line of showers and thunderstorms kind of moving from the northwest to the southeast. So I'll track that as it moves through. It should just stay those well-behaved general thunderstorms. Sometimes with the summertime heat, you never know when something may want to push stronger, but I'm not too concerned with it. I'll track it and see how it goes. Just be prepared for that possibility of showers and storms for your Thursday evening. And it does continue into Friday. We just have that dense cloud cover and very possible to get that last little bit of moisture from the system also lingering into Friday. But as I mentioned, the SPC, the Storm Prediction Center outlook for tomorrow, it's at a 0 out of 5. So yes, we may get some thunderstorms, but they really don't have a lot of energy associated with it to get to that severe criteria. So it should just be those well-behaved type of storms that just pass on through. The winds aren't going to push too strong either. They may get stronger at times when it moves through, the system moves through itself, maybe seeing those wind speeds getting close to about 20, maybe 25 miles per hour, but not seeing a major concern with the wind gusts, which also tells me that the 0 out of 5 threat for severe weather, I do agree with that. It's just going to be pretty general. So the fishing outlook for tomorrow, just be aware I do have 20% here, but if you are going to be out at that major time from 1:43 p.m. this should be 3:43 p.m. Just be aware that that could be when we're starting to see those showers and storms push in, so it goes from that 20% maybe to about that 30 to 40 range. But it's a 2 out of 4 star on your Slade's bait and tackle fishing outlook. And the next 6 to 10 days, we are trending warmer. So this system that we're tracking for tomorrow and Friday is going to dip us down. For the first few days of August, we are going to be on the cooler than average side. But as you'll see right here on your 7-day, the warmer than average temperatures do return for us. So this is where we get the cooler trend for Friday headed into Sunday, upper 60s, lower 70s. And then we're right back to the lower 80s. We'll start off this upcoming week, the first full week of August, with lots of sunshine, especially on your Monday.
Kelly, thank you again. The Wednesday night market on West Washington Street is becoming more than just a place to shop. It's a launch pad for local businesses. Each week, the market draws vendors and shoppers alike to downtown Marquette, offering everything from fresh produce to handcrafted goods. Among the vendors is Superior Outdoor, a Big Bay-based clothing brand selling hoodies, hats, thermoses, and more inspired by the UP outdoors.
Just being able to every week have a consistent place in Marquette where I can sort of get my brand out there rather than just kind of grinding the online thing and trying to get people to see my brand that way. It's definitely made it a lot easier, and it's gotten really good feedback, which has been awesome.
The market runs through August from 5 to 8 p.m. It's still July, but for many NFL fans, it seems like fall. WZMQ's Mike Ludlum was in Green Bay at Ray Nitschke Field this morning for the Packers' first workout.
Green Bay Packers went through the NFL draft in 2026 without a first-round draft pick. That was part of the Micah Parsons deal with Dallas. The Packers also do not have Rashawn Gary. He was traded to Dallas in a separate transaction. Now, time for new people to step up, and we talked to one from Penn State.
Obviously, we have great mentors, or I have great mentors with, Micah, obviously, Van Ness, obviously, all those older guys have been great. So just learning from all of them going first in the drills, and doing it right after them.
Being able to go against them every day in practice is nothing like that kind of speed. So, you're just trying to make sure any nuances or anything that he may see that I may be doing that, in the season, or I see things that he may not see. It's just good to get that feedback right away.
More things seem crystal clear with the offense. Of course, Jordan Love is back at quarterback, and he certainly has one of his wide receivers back, Jaden Reed from Michigan State.
Chemistry is great, man. To play with a quarterback for, this many years in a row, I think that could be tremendous, for the offense. My goal is just be the best version of myself, man, to be honest, and just help this team get to a Super Bowl. So, that's really my only goal for this year. We got to be the best wide out room in the league.
We've got a lot of playmakers, a lot of guys that also have been here, have been in this system, and we've played a lot of ball together. So especially in the receiver room, tight end once we get Tucker back. So there's a lot of things that just, you get excited about.
When you see Tucker running full speed, hitting the pads, only, 9 months after post ACL tear, what comes to mind for you?
No, you get excited, obviously, seeing that type of stuff. You got to, kind of temper those things because, it's still a process. You're coming off a very serious injury. You want to make sure he's back 100% healthy when we get going through the season because we'll need him for the full year.
The Packers open the preseason Thursday, August 13th at, of all places, Pittsburgh. I don't think Aaron Rodgers will play for the Steelers. The Packers open the regular season Sunday, September 13th at Minnesota. That's all from Lambeau Field. Back to you.
Still to come on your 19 News, a new social media trend is causing kids to injure themselves with certain squishy toys. We'll have that and more when we come back.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
Shop our huge selection of Amish crafted dining room sets at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Browse our large in-stock collection and customize with a special order. With 1-year no-interest financing available, plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture today.
Data Center developers fund John James' campaign, and Data Center's AI powers John James' mandated automobile kill switches. When confronted on that, James responded with the race card.
I know when you were born, black people could still be bought and sold in this country.
Typical liberal. James has already lost twice statewide, even giving up early to Gary Peters.
Congratulations, sir.
Perry Johnson owes special interests nothing, and only Perry can win.
The Shortlist, a countdown show that's all sports. See the greatest names and the greatest games in all sports. Top 10 miracle finishes, top 10 comebacks. The 10 greatest women in sports. Want to see who's number one? Watch all the way to the end of the show. Sports fans love it, and you will too. That's the shortlist, counting down the top 10 of everything in sports. Only from SSN, the Cindy Sports Network.
Pure Outdoor is the first program dedicated to increasingly popular outdoor and eco sports. Individual and adventurous. Journey to the world's most exotic, breathtaking locations. Pure Outdoor.
Planes, trains, and Broncos. Go west, young man. Go west.
Weekdays beginning at 1 p.m. on MeTV 19.1. You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. A viral social media trend involving squishy toys is sending a growing number of children to hospital burn units. Doctors are concerned about fidget toys, which are squishy and popular with kids. But when warmed up, they can explode and cause serious injuries. Stephanie Stahl has one girl's story.
On your face?
12-year-old Jameson McNally back at Nemours Hospital with the doctors who treated her for this nasty burn on her face.
It was really scary. It felt like a dream. Like I didn't think it was real.
It happened after heating a squishy toy like this in the microwave for just a few seconds to make it softer, easier to play with.
And when I squished it, it went on my face.
When it's heated, this plastic can't handle that heat, and the liquid aspect of this explodes.
Dr. Dwayne Duke, a Nemours pediatric surgeon, is sounding the alarm after treating a growing number of kids injured by the exploding plastic.
They've caused burns to the face, neck, chest, even larger parts of the body. And the burn is a chemical burn because these things contain a chemical substance that has some sugars in it that heats up quite high temperature and can cause a burn very quickly.
And he's worried because it's a social media trend, a TikTok challenge that's encouraging people to heat up the gel-filled fidget toys.
There's so much information on the internet, and children don't know. They don't have the ability to discern what's a good idea and what's a bad idea.
Jameson was treated with topical antibiotics and recovery creams.
I haven't seen it on TikTok.
So you just heard about this from a friend?
Yeah.
Many of the toys have warning labels not to heat them, and some makers are partnering with social media platforms to remove videos promoting the dangerous trend. What would you tell other kids?
To not follow things you see on TikTok, and that it could get you injured very bad.
Doctors say there is also a danger if the toys are left in a hot car. That can also cause them to explode and cause injuries.
Apple has a new leasing program, which may make its products cheaper for some customers who always want the latest technology. Apple Upgrade offers leases for iPhones, Apple Watches, Macs, and iPads. The company partnered with Klarna, who will control the loan application and billing. Prices start at $11.99 a month for the least expensive products. At the end of the lease, customers have three options: return the device and walk away, return it and get a new lease, or buy it with a one-time payment.
If you are going to lease, it's best if you're going to trade in your phone every year or two, or your device every year or two, and you want a smaller monthly payment. It's better for you to buy if you hold on to it for a while, and that resale or trade-in value, that ownership is important. If you trade it in, though, you got to get all your data back.
O'Grady says as the AI boom pushes the price of electronics higher, this is Apple's way to help customers avoid the sticker shock. Phones leased through Apple Upgrade must choose between T-Mobile, Verizon, or AT&T, but users can then switch to another carrier. Citizen scientists are helping experts as they keep track of jaguars roaming the Arizona desert. The increased sightings are raising hopes for conservationists who say the big cats can make a comeback in the region. Here's Gwen Bumgarner.
Meet Jaguar number 5, better known as Cinco.
Cinco's in good shape. He is a very robust looking and healthy looking jaguar. I say to people, he's a beast.
The wild jaguar is a local hero of sorts in southern Arizona, where he's made a number of recent cameo appearances on cameras set up by experts and volunteers alike.
Citizen scientists go through pretty intense training.
Susan Malusa runs the University of Arizona's Wildcat Research and Conservation Center. She says more than 240 sightings or detections in recent years is a positive signal for a species in recovery.
Jaguars can survive here, and it means the entire system, prey, water, habitat, is functioning at a level that can support a top predator.
Cinco earned his name because he's the program's fifth jaguar recorded roaming the remote and arid landscape just miles from the Mexico border.
They would have been born in Mexico for sure. Our genetics has shown that that's where that core population, where they're coming from.
Conservationists say Cinco's return to a long-monitored water hole shows that his journey is not random, but rather a chosen corridor that these majestic top predators are reclaiming over time.
Now to a rare job opening behind one of the world's most famous sounds. The Elizabeth Tower, home to Big Ben, is looking for its next timekeeper, someone who will learn the centuries-old craft of keeping the iconic clock running. The mechanism, dating back to 1859, is incredibly accurate, with old pennies helping to regulate the pendulum. British clockmakers say it's a chance to pass down a time-honored tradition to the next generation.
It's ensuring that those skills are maintained for the future. There are not many places that you could train that will be like this, and it's not an opportunity that's going to come up very often.
The job also includes winding 300 historic clocks by hand throughout the Houses of Parliament. Ariana Grande is suing 2 alleged hackers after years of stolen music. Plus, a new book looks back at the life and legacy of actor John Barrymore. Gwen Baumgartner has an exclusive interview with the author for tonight's entertainment headlines.
A new book shines a light on the Barrymore Hollywood dynasty. Film biographer Terry Chester Shulman wrote Barrymore, the spectacular, tumultuous life of America's Prince of Players over the course of 5 years.
I think it would be hard to come away from this book without the realization that John Barrymore was the single most influential actor of the 20th century.
Barrymore found fame on the stage, screen, and the radio, taking on the roles of Hamlet and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. His success overshadowed at the end of his life by alcoholism and chronic health issues.
He kind of went downhill, and you know, it really has just sort of covered up his legacy, which is rather unfortunate.
Barrymore, the spectacular, tumultuous life of America's Prince of Players, is out now. Pop star Ariana Grande is suing 2 people who she claims spent years hacking the accounts of photographers and producers she worked with. The singer claims that the hackers stole at least 45 of her unreleased songs and then sold them on the dark web. The lawsuit filed in Los Angeles states that this continued invasion of privacy caused her substantial, significant, and irreparable harm. Matchbox the movie vows to take viewers on a wild ride. The upcoming film is inspired by the classic toy cars while adding in a whole lot of action.
I work alone.
Not anymore. A CIA agent, played by John Cena, takes his childhood friends on his mission to save the world. Buckle up. Matchbox the movie cruises to Apple TV this October.
Now don't go away. Your final look at weather after this.
Transform your bathroom with the beautiful quality of Bath Planet. As a trusted leader in bathroom renovation, Bath Planet has earned the Good Housekeeping seal, a symbol of quality and consumer confidence for over 100 years. Get half off installation or 18 months with no interest and no payments. Whether it's tub replacement, a shower replacement, or a tub-to-shower conversion, Bath Planet makes your custom bath fast, easy, and affordable. Here's how it works. Step 1, call to schedule your free, no-obligation consultation. Step 2, our design experts come to you with real samples to customize your dream bath. Step 3, our certified installers complete the transformation in as little as 1 day. And right now, for a limited time, you can upgrade your bathroom for 50% off installation or choose 18 months with no interest and no payments. But you need to call now. This special offer is only available by calling 800-279-0308. That's 800-279-0308. 800-279-0308 now, before the offer ends.
We know that everybody loves me. We also know that everybody loves Raymond. But did you know everybody loves his brother and his wife? And his parents, too. It's a family everybody can love.
Everything you could want in one show.
Weeknights on MeTV 19.1.
I'm Sophia Murphy at the Capitol in Lansing, only on WZMQ 19 News.
It's super, it's science, it's fiction.
What is it?
It's Super Sci-Fi Saturday night on MeTV. After Sven gets swept away in adventures beyond our world, promising spaceships, lasers, giants, other worlds, and robots.
I will do my part.
Super Sci-Fi Saturday night.
Saturday nights on MeTV 19.1.
I'm Rachel Knapp. Watch my reports live from Washington, only on 19 News.
And a final check of your forecast. We won't necessarily need the rain gear for the morning commute, but I am tracking some scattered showers to move through for the evening. Temperatures should still reach that mid to lower 80s range, definitely warmer in some places, but that cloud cover going to increase around that late afternoon, early evening time frame. So the high temperatures tomorrow, mid 80s for us here, upper 80s down towards the Iron Mountain and Iron River area. We have some showers and thunderstorms just for the evening. Definitely not a washout tomorrow, just something to make sure to keep your eyes on the skies if you do get that little pop-up shower and storm to move through. And then that moisture hangs around for Friday, some more chances for scattered showers and storms, but the risk for tomorrow is minimal. It's that 0 out of 5, so we're not expecting a lot of severe potential, but that is a better chance out to the west. So just watch, because some of those storms still could pack a punch, but we will watch them and monitor as they move through. It will be cooler though for the weekend before we warm up again for next week.
Kelly, thank you again. And finally tonight, the 27th Annual Blueberry Festival in downtown Marquette is right around the corner. 126 blueberry-themed vendors and 10 separate live bands will line Washington's 100 block, wrapping around Front Street all the way to Baraga Avenue. This year's festival will take place on the last day of July, which misaligns with other events in Marquette, giving guests one solid reason to visit.
You know, in recent years, it falls on the same weekend as Art in the Rocks and Outback Art Fair, but because it always takes the last Friday, it fell on the 31st, and so it didn't coincide. So we're excited to see how this kind of plays out as far as attendance.
The festival will take place on Friday morning from 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. Guests are reminded to leave their pets at home, and you can check out our website for parking details. That's all we have for tonight, everyone. We'll catch you back here tomorrow. Have a great night.
Andersen brand products are #1 in quality, and the Window Store is your local Andersen expert for installation and service of all Andersen windows and doors. From showroom to your home, Andersen Windows and Doors at the Window Store.
We started back in 1913. Grandfather would go from door to door on a cart selling dry goods. It's great seeing people actually come in and say,